Hey guys, this is Anime Overdrive here with another What If. Let's try to do this as quickly as possible. I own nothing besides my ideas, and even those I may have heard somewhere else. I hope y'all like and hear my music in the background. If you want to know what happened last time, the link will be in the description, and the video is in a playlist with all the previous parts. Also keep in mind, I may swear, so if you or your parents aren't cool with it, please leave my channel. Recently, Tomura Shigaraki has found Deku's phone number and given him a call. Izuku responds to Tomura over the phone. Tomura Shigaraki. What the hell did you want? How did you figure out about that? Oh, whoa, no need to be so angry. Can't we just talk? Shigaraki says over the phone. I'm going to hunt you down if you don't talk. He growls some more. Shigaraki responds, fine. For one, Transformation Man is in there somewhere. Izuku growls some more. But to what I want, I'm thinking Overhaul was a genius. As much as I hate to admit it. So I want you to deliver her to me. Izuku roars into the phone. Why would I ever do that to my daughter? Your daughter? Hey, well, no matter. Or else we'll take her by force. Izuku responds, I'm going to say this only once. You and your League of Villains are going to try, and I'll kill you, releasing tremendous amount of bloodlust and power, crushing the walls around him. Harry shouts, Papa, are you okay? He looks to her and snaps back to reality. I'm fine, sweetheart. I just need to talk to the heroes alone. Stay here in the hallway with Toga, please. They both agree, and Izuku goes in. Sniffs the air. One of the children smells tremendous amounts of cologne. Child, come here now, pointing directly at the one smelling of cologne. Nah, I'm good. Izuku walks towards him. Mannequin, tell your boss if I catch any of you towards me or my family and friends, I will end you. He releases even more bloodlust, freezing even the heroes in place who were about to say something. Child's disguise falls away while cowering and yells, Kurogiri, get me out of here! All the heroes simultaneously realize what's going on and launches an attack just as the portal activates and it hits the ground behind it, blowing a crater. Izuku turns to the heroes. They're coming after my daughter and have declared war to get her. Dever asks, why do they want her? Her quirk is a rewind. I've taught her the basic, but without losing control. She can rewind a couple of seconds, but with her blood, villains have almost made a permanent quirk erasing bullet. We can't let that happen, says Mirko. Mirko. I've never been quite sure on how to pronounce it, but I always like to pronounce it Mirko. Izuku says, yeah, I'm going to take loads of hero jobs and buy a bit of land here to make a house, and security so good not even an unauthorized fly can get in unscathed, let alone back out. Noah says, okay, is there anything else? Yeah, I want Aizawa and Mirko to team up with me for 1 out of 2 weeks that the students are recuperating and doing some training. We'll bring Eri with. The other heroes leave. Mirko says, can I spoil Eri? Can I spoil Eri? Izuku says, you could try, but she's a daddy's girl. She cracks her knuckles and says, challenge accepted. So what jobs are you thinking of taking? Probably some hunting jobs, or anything in the bigger city. Stuff that make the most money real quick. Cool, let's go today, Izuku says. Sorry, no. Why not? I have to talk to Nezu about my job and... Oh, sorry, Izuku didn't say that. Mirko said that. The cool, let's go today. And then Izuku says, sorry, no. She asks, why not? I have to talk to Nezu about my job and... in taking my family out to... And I'm taking my family out to dinner to celebrate. Oh, where? No idea. I know this great all-you-can-eat steak shop, but it's a restaurant. And it takes a reservation. Oh, then why tell me? Because I know the owner and I can give him a call. Oh, that's great. Thanks. How can I repay you? Just pay for my entry fee. Deal. I'll call him while you get your family. I'll meet you all there at, say, 7 p.m. Sounds good. He leaves and heads to the UA, picking up Eri and letting Toga climb onto his back as usual. And Zod gives them a ride to the UA in the van. They get to Nezu's office, and he says, "Ah, young Midoriya." Or Mr. Midoriya. Which is only if you passed. Ari pulls it out of his belt pocket and says, "Yeah, Papa did amazing. Saved kids while smashing a whaleman with a building." "Wow, that's something," Nezu says. "Miss Toga and Mr. Midoriya, please leave so I may talk to Mr. Midoriya at my leisure." Izuku says, "Wait, is my mother here?" It says, "I'm sorry, I don't know what Eri's last name is. And we virtually considered Eri as your daughter, so I called her Miss Midoriya." So he looks at Eri and says, "Are you okay with that?" She nods happily before Toga leaves, mumbling, "I want to be Mrs. Midoriya." An image flashes between his mind, and he shakes his head as the door closes. They then talk business for a bit and eventually setting on the equivalent of $100,000 a week, even holidays other than summer. He'll be helping teach 1A and 1B, plus anyone else who has caught his eye. Izuku thanks him for this great offer and accepts. He goes out and sees someone walking down the hall towards them. It's Nezu. Sniffs the air and smells that it smells plastic. He charges towards him, knocking him out, and then grabs him by his face, walking back into Nezu's office. Do I just take him to the police station, or what? Oh, him and you will take Tartarus. He gives him the address, and Izuku tells the girls, "Go ahead and go get ready in the dorms. I'll be right back." So I can use my quirk in public now. It'll probably take me about 15 minutes to get there and back. Nezu makes sure that someone is watching them. He nods and then leaps out Nezu's window at 20% full power. He gets there right as Mannequin wakes up and guards slap cuffs on him. And the guard hands him a letter. After about another 5 minutes, another guard says, "The prisoner you just put in here wishes to speak with you." Izuku agrees and goes to the cell, looking directly at him. Exactly 2 minutes. Mannequin laughs. "I was told to kill you and take Eri." Izuku releases Bloodlust. "Why tell me this?" He says to him, "I just really want to know, how do you know who I am all the time?" Izuku says to him, "You smell like large amounts of plastic, other than the time you use tons of cologne to mask it." Mannequin laughs. "Of course, that makes sense." Izuku turns and leaves. He stops a bank robber and 2 hooligans and a minor villain on his way back, dropping each off at a police station, making him 15 minutes later to get back. Toga and Eri run up, hugging him. "Whoa, what's the matter?" Both start overlapping worry and sadness. Hey, I'm fine. I just stopped a couple of criminals and a villain on my way back. Now, I do have to talk to All Might before dinner. Toga gives him directions to Inko's new place, and they get there with no issue. Upon getting there, Inko virtually snatches Eri out of his arms, rubbing her cheek on Aries, who shrieks and runs behind Izuku. Once again, he kneels beside her. Hey, it's okay, she's just overly affectionate. Eri asks him, what's that mean? Izuku hugs her and kisses her forehead. This is affection. It shows we care. She says, oh. Looks at Inko. Sorry, only Papa and Himiko ever do more than pat my head. Inko shrieks the word Papa. I can't do it because I have a very deep voice, as you guys can hear. Izuku covers his ears. I almost forgot about you doing that all the time. Ow. Eri, he looks down to her. I know Grandma here is going to spoil you, and I need to talk to Grandpa. Eri asks, what's Grandma and Grandpa? They're my mom and Papa. Inko shrieks again. Ow, Mom! Why on earth do you keep doing that? You haven't called me Mama in years. And you've never called Toshinori a parent. He shouts. I thought it would just be nice to help Eri understand. Toga visit with Eri and Inko. They all agree, and Izuku finds Toshinori at the table drinking a cup of coffee. Ah, perfect. I need some advice. He says, it's about girls, don't ask. I suck at that. Izuku laughs. No, I need to know, how do you not break everything when you leap around? Oh, that's simple. I use 30% and at the very last second I step off with 100. Izuku smacks himself on the forehead. Duh. But my animal instincts can make it so now I know how to do that with no hesitation. After just a little bit of practice. Toshinori says, that sounds like a probable idea. He then yells, hey ladies, please come here. They all come in and Eri's holding a picture of Izuku from just before he got body jacked. Izuku sighs. We're going to take a place to celebrate this. He pulls out a license, the adults say, that explains the hero costume. Did you do any work yet? All Might says. Izuku nods and holds out a set of letters. I don't know why I got these though. Toshinori says, those you give to a bank and they'll put that in your account. Oh, well, that's really easy. Yeah, when I first started you had to do a lot more to get it. He buffs up before continuing. Let's do some hero work now. Izuku says, no. But stay like that. We're gonna be late to dinner unless you carry Inko. He picks up bridal style and the girls latch on like usual. He practices 20% base 50 leap and 50% at the leap. But isn't perfect, but it's good enough to not shatter every step and keep up with All Might without breaking everything. They get there and Mirko has a table set up ready to go. She waves them towards her and Inko are fighting over who will sit with Eri. When Izuku pulls Eri onto his lap and they sit on the inside of him. Toga starts to get jealous and he tells her, hey, they don't want my attention, they just want Eri's attention. I'm gonna get all of it later, okay? She agrees, and this table has a built-in grill. More like the one in Naruto, but more modern, like a giant griddle, rather than an open fire. Well, not open fire, but like charcoal fire. You know what I mean? It's a griddle instead of a fire grill. And then a waiter walks up. What can we get started today? The adults get alcoholic beverages and ask Izuku if he wants some. He shouts, wait, what? I can drink? Toshinori says, yeah. Either you can come of age old enough to drink or become a hero. Oh, well, then I guess I'll take one bottle of sake. Toga asks for one, but is shut down by everyone. She gets a soda and Eri gets an apple juice. The waiter asks how many steaks to start off with, and any veggies. Izuku responds, about 7 carrots, 5 steaks for me, 2 for the other gentleman, and 1 for each of the older females, and a small one for the young lady, please. Oh, and a small assorted of veggies and sauces, please. The waiter leaves and Mirko asks, how'd you know how much all of us would eat? Izuku responds, my hero suit just taught me everyone's dietary habits to an extent, along with my animal instincts. When the waiter comes back with everything, the girls order assorted desserts and pastries. Izuku, while Izuku lightly grills his steaks and downs the bottle of sake, and then sees everyone staring at him. In a perfectly calm voice, what's the matter? Toshinori says, you're eating virtually raw steak and down a bottle of sake. Are you fine? Izuku says, I mean, I feel a little funny, but I'm fine. Toshinori says, in my prime, I've probably gotten food or drug poisoning from that. Or food and alcohol poisoning from that. Izuku shrugs when the waiter comes back with a bit of dessert. He has 1 brownie and 20 different things. Eri can't have that much. It's not good for her health. Eri looks up with some puppy dog eyes. But they look so yummy. Izuku says, okay, you can have 2 tonight, but the rest will be saved for another time, okay? She happily agrees and takes one that each person had ordered for her. The rest get packed up and Izuku downs everyone's unfinished sake sneakily. They all walk home. Izuku stumbles a couple times but is sober by the about 1/4 point. Villain runs past and Izuku lets go of Eri. Toshinori, I'm going after them. Go ahead and get them home. I'll meet you there. He gives Izuku a thumbs up and he runs off to 20%, bouncing to 50% at the last second. He catches up within 3 seconds. He stands in front of him. I suggest you stop right there. This one's a bulky guy with long hair. He has blades in his elbows, like Gray does. Like Gray when he uses his one of his ice make magics. Bub, I was having a nice night. I want to get back to it, so if you surrender, I won't hit you too hard. Popping out his claws. Gray responds in a gruff voice. Then go. I will kill you if I need to. Izuku runs at him, no full cowl, and catches the blade with the claws, cutting off the ends of them. The guy gasps, What are you? What are your blades made out of? Izuku says with no emotion, I have no idea. I just know I can cut anything. The guy runs at a nearby crowd and Izuku goes to 50% instantly, stepping into the way. Getting a blade in the neck. Well, what's left of it. He pulls it out and the guy yells, Holy shit, that should have cut off your head for at least that deep killed you. Izuku decides to say a hero phrase, yelling, I am the embodiment of hope. I will protect any and all who I can with no worry of my own safety. The crowd gasps and cheers as Izuku takes the guy's blade and smashes him into the ground. The police arrive and put on the handcuffs and then print out one of the letters. While they do that, he cuts off the blades and puts him puts it into the pocket and puts the letter into the pocket with his others. He starts heading home to be stopped by a bunch of people asking him a million questions. Oh, one at a time. Everyone who has a question, please raise your hand. A bunch of people raise their hand. Before I get to that, why are the rest of you here without having a question? They ask about getting autographs. Wow. Did 40 people want autographs. Cool. Okay, everybody wanting an autograph, form a line on my right hand side. Everybody who wants a question on my left, and if you want both, just pick a line and hop in the next. Everyone forms a line. He fills out autographs while answering questions. What's your name? Someone asks, Wolverine. How long have you been here? Just today, officially. Someone else they ask, what do you mean officially? I've chosen to help people in general beforehand, which any good deed can make you a hero to someone else. Next person asks, how old are you? 16? Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah. About 1/3 of the autograph line moved into the question line. What's her name? I won't say. What's your quirk? Evolution makes me the perfect mix of what my family's quirk and what their potential is. How old is your girlfriend? I won't say. Why did you become a hero? So I could change the world. Do you have a family? I'm not gonna say. While the beautiful girl comes up last. The guy was coming at me directly. Okay, you're welcome, I guess. That wasn't the end. I want to know if I can show my appreciation somehow. Sure, I guess. And she steps forward more and more, inches away. She leans towards him, and he falls back on his butt, trying to lean away. He scrambles up, blushing and brushing off the dust. I have to go, bye. He uses the technique he tried before and gets back to his family, which are most of the way home. They ask how it went, and he picks up Ari and tells them the whole story, minus the almost kiss. Sorry about that. Toga asks him with clear jealousy, why wouldn't you talk about me or any of us? I don't need more villains picking a fight with us. I already have to worry about the League of Villains being a threat and breaking into my room. Well, train me. Actually, I'm going to train basically the whole school, since I wanted to wait until we got home, but I've got a job as a pro trainer at UA. The girls all shriek, ow, my ears! Nico says to him in a loving tone, I'm so proud of my boy. He's a hero like you wanted, and has a nice stable job like I wanted. He asks Toga, why'd you shriek? She says, no reason. They all go in and go to bed. Next day, Izuku group calls Mirko and Aizawa. They all agreed to meet in downtown Hosu, leaving Toga to train with Toshinori and Eri. Izuku nears the meeting spot. Shigaraki yells, oh, Wolverine, help! He stops and pops out his claws, pointing them down the alley where the sound came from. He sees him down there. Shigaraki, why do you find the need to make my life a living annoyance? He gives the Shigaraki laugh. Oh, that's simple. I read your little speech online and saw your news broadcast. You aren't trying to become the next All Might. You're trying to surpass him. And the public get a further sense of security. See, that's where you're wrong. I want everyone to have power and hope that with a single choice they can change their future and make it brighter. Yuck, that sickens me. Suga growls at him. I see you can't see reason, so why are you here? I want you to give me the girl, or I will take her by force. Come and try, you bastard. I won't let you take her. With every breath in my body, I will keep her safe. And he gets in a 100% battle-ready pose, ready to stab Shigaraki, who drops into a portal. Izuku shouts, I promise you, if you try, I will end you. To hell with the fucking laws and damned humanity. You can't fucking touch your bester. He pops his claws in and runs to the meetup, stopping a burglar on his way. Aizawa and Mirako, upon approaching, asks, well, Aizawa especially asks, "Why do you look so angry?" Izuku takes a deep breath. Sorry, Shigaraki just threatened Eri again. He reaches for his phone a couple of times in this conversation, wanting to call. The elders nod in approval, and he calls Toshinori, but gets no response. Worriedly, he calls Inko, who picks up immediately. "Mom, is everything alright?" Toshinori didn't answer. You can hear her run, which we can see she runs towards the window and sighs in relief. Yeah, he's just doing push-ups, giving Eri a ride like that. Tell him to make sure to keep the phone on. And after Eri's done with that ride, do it after he's done with giving her that ride. He worried the hell out of me. She agrees and hangs up. Aizawa says, "So, all good?" Izuku comes to breathing. Yeah, he just worried me by not picking up. They all make a plan to go on 3 separate patrols and call Izuku when they find danger. By the end, they captured 20 villains, 3 high-tier ones, 15 gangs, 37 robbers, and stopped for 4 interviews and a dozen autograph sessions. Called home over 45 times, talked to Eri a few of those times. Mirko buys some burgers for everyone. Aizawa decides before patrol daily they'll hit the bank every morning to deposit it. That goes on for 3 days, and Shigaraki shows up again in the crowd, one of the photographer sessions. Shigaraki yells, "Everyone freeze, or I disintegrate this entire block." People laugh. Nobody has that kind of power. He grabs a light pole, turning it into dust. He then grabs someone like he did Izuku in the mall in Canon. It's a little girl. Izuku starts to charge up to 100%, and Shigaraki says, hero. You just calm down and get that little girl of yours. Izuku minds begin to race. A minute of fuel till scenarios pass by his mind, and Shigaraki says, "Now, call the sitter and have them bring it here, now." Izuku slowly pulls out his phone and calls Aizawa. "Our chapped friend is here and wants you to bring Eri." Aizawa says in his usual code tone, "Is he listening to conversation?" "Yeah, he has countless hostages." "Who's he expecting to come?" "He knows you're the babysitter and is expecting you." "Okay, my code word is poof. I'm gonna wait for the signal." "Got it, see you in a couple minutes." Shigaraki shouts, "Now, keep your claws in and put your hands above your head." Izuku does, and about 5 minutes go past. Shigaraki yells, "Where is he?" "I don't know. I can call him again if you want." "No, but he better hurry, because my hand's getting cramped." Sorry about that, guys. And I feel the need to stretch my fingers out a little bit. Izuku, trying to buy time, yells, "Oh, here, mind if I ask a question?" "Sure, but once I'm done with it, she dies." "Why do you hate Hero so much?" "Because of my tragic past." He explains the backstory entirely. And someone yells, "Poof." Izuku activates 15% and whips him into the building, causing him to let go of the girl in the process. He pulls him towards him and yells, "Everyone back up!" All civilians retreat, and Nana shows up in the brass of Shigaraki's little, like, collar hand, like his little metal things on his hands, saying, "I want to talk to him, please." So he grabs up some cuffs and binds Shigaraki, patting him on the head. "I'm really sorry. Could you at least hear out your grandfather? Grandmother. She's dead. Protecting All Might killed her. But she could have been here. Been my hero. Sort of, she is dead, but I have access to her as..." I've recently unlocked her quirk. She could talk to you if you want. That's all I wanted. There's no way she would do that. It all comes out from the shadows. You did good, kid. Handled that like a pro. Izuku said empathetically. Hey, I'm going to bring forth Nana, Shimura. Like, basically let her possess me. Can you watch it for a minute? You can really do that? I think so. With the amount of power I've got recently, I've unlocked float but haven't tried to use it. He says I'm meditating. He says and goes into meditation. Well, that was the end of this part of the story. I'll post more as soon as I can. If you liked it, let me know by either liking, commenting, or subscribing, or preferably do all of the above. See y'all next time. Be safe and have fun. Bye.